What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Shotgun Fibber as part of my Does It Suck series. Now, the Fibber has 3 unique barrels. I actually have the other 2 on me, and all of their card stats are going to lie. Now, the Shotgun Fibber is pretty easy to tell apart from the other 2 because it's going to be the only one that has this ×1 where the damage is listed. And so that will let you know that it is actually going to be the shotgun style Fibber. This particular Fibber, I think it fires 7 pellets that move relatively slowly. It only consumes 1 ammo per shot. Unfortunately, I can't look at the rest of the stats here because they are wrong. Obviously, this weapon doesn't have a fire rate of 30 or a magazine size of 96, but we can see that it does have a magazine size of 21. It only consumes 1 ammo per shot, so that actually gives it a pretty deep magazine as far as shotgun type weapons are confirmed. Beyond that, it fires pretty fast. I am spec'd into 2-Fang right now, so that is increasing my fire rate, obviously. It has a relatively lengthy reload speed for a pistol, though, so maybe we'll try to reload it primarily when we have the killer bonus activated. I could go ahead and spec into velocity with this weapon, which would probably improve it, but I think that the slow moving bullets might be effective with bore, so I'm just going to test that out. If we don't get good bore action, it would probably be best to use this gun with velocity or accelerate if you're using Maya. Now, this particular weapon, I've never really used it at overpowered levels, or really ever since I got it for the first time after, giving the clothes and stuff to Mal or Mel, whatever his name is. And we're just going to see how it does here. So with the 1-shot 1-kill bonus, it looked like it was almost enough to defeat that loader with 1 shot, which is pretty solid. So we're going to see if we can continue getting good results with it. Obviously, the ricochet Fibber was very, very powerful in my testing, and I like that quite a bit. Weapon seems pretty easy to hit critical hits with, and when we do hit critical hits with it, it's doing quite a bit of damage. Now, the fire rate does seem a little bit lacking on the gun. It's not super high, but 2-Fang makes up for that a little bit, and obviously other characters have methods for increasing fire rate as well. That kind of sucked that loader tried to push me into that exploder. That was good teamwork on their part, but we'll see if we're able to get bore here, but that gun loader didn't want any part of that and decided to jump out of the way for whatever reason. Now, even at range, we're still able to hit this guy, and that's pretty good for shotgun-style weapons. Obviously, the Hyperion weapon, it's going to have the negative recoil thing going for it, and so it will actually get more accurate as you fire it, which is pretty cool because with a magazine size of 21 and it only consuming 1 ammo per shot, you should have plenty of time for that to activate, assuming that you don't kill things well before the magazine runs out, which is actually what happened to me in that last situation there. It is a little bit irritating that your first shot, excuse me, voice is a little bit off, that your first shot is going to possibly be a little bit off target. That does give you some problems trying to get that 1-shot 1-kill bonus actually on an enemy's critical hit spot. I'm interested to see how it's going to do against the badass loader here. Just going to get behind him like I did with shotguns and see if we're able to deal good damage to him in those critical spots. So it took out over half his health, or close to half his health there in that first shot, which is pretty solid. Unfortunately, he stomped me off here, so we're just going to finish him off, wait for these transfusion trails, and then walk around. So it doesn't have quite the stopping power that a traditional shotgun would have. We would have been able to kill that guy a little bit quicker, though, if he didn't bump us off. We do get another chance at a badass loader, though, after the next room, so it'll be interesting to test out in that scenario. As far as the ease of use goes, though, compared to the ricochet Fibber, this is a lot easier to use. It's very straightforward. With the ricochet Fibber, you obviously need cooperation from the terrain, or a really good understanding of the Fibber in order to get that to work properly, or the ricochet Fibber in general. But with the shotgun Fibber, I mean, it's pretty much point and shoot. It's pretty damn simple. Yeah, it's really not that difficult to use, except when power loaders are blocking most of your shots. With the 1-shot 1-kill bonus, it is pretty damn powerful. I like that quite a bit. It doesn't have the same stopping power as a traditional shotgun, but it is drawing from a completely different ammo pool where you're most likely never going to run out of ammo, with it only consuming, 1 ammo per shot, and pistols having such a deep total ammo pool and stuff. With shotguns, which often consume up to 4 ammo per shot, and most of the time consume more than 1 ammo, you will often run into ammo problems using shotguns as your primary weapon. Or maybe not often, but it is something that you at least have to watch out for. And with this shotgun Fibber, that's not something that you're going to run into. Its damage per shot is pretty damn high. It's got a pretty low fire rate, and it is fairly accurate, so you shouldn't really have any problems with that. We're not getting any single enemy bores, so I think it definitely would have been effective to use this weapon with velocity. Not only would that make it easier to put the shots on target, but it would add a small amount of gun damage as well, which, wouldn't be a bad thing. So that's something that you could keep in mind. Obviously, there are a lot of weapons, though, that velocity negatively affects. So that's something to keep in mind, if you do go all out on velocity to get the most benefit out of the Fibber. There are certain weapons that aren't going to react as beneficially as the Fibber will, so that's something to keep in mind. I missed with the deception shot on the critical there, but not a big deal. We were still able to knock his arms off and kill him, really easily and stuff. So this weapon actually has quite a bit of stopping power. I was not expecting the shotgun Fibber to be doing as well as it is, but as of right now, I would say that this weapon definitely does not suck. It's not, a miracle weapon by any means, but it is pretty damn powerful. We've had really no troubles working through the Washburn refinery up until this point. And one thing that I will give this weapon is an excellent ease of use rating. You could, like I did, walk into this weapon having never really used it. This is my first time ever using this weapon, and at least at high levels, and have no real issues killing enemies with it, and that's pretty cool. That's something that not every weapon has going for it, and I would list it as a positive. Obviously, some weapons are worth the learning curve. I would say the ricochet Fibber is worth the learning curve, but this weapon, it's so easy to use. You could really probably throw it on any character and get good results. The main drawback I'm noticing right now is fire rate, but most characters have a way to increase fire rate, so that's good. Also, the reload speed is a little bit unwieldy at times. It looks like I'm having trouble hitting my one-shot, one-kill bonus in certain situations, which isn't desirable. But, reload speed is another particular aspect that most characters have ways to get around in some way, shape, or form, so that's good stuff. Almost died there, but we were able to get around it. We'll see if we can kill this guy here with the one-shot, one-kill. So we took out most of his health there with that one-shot, one-kill from Deception, and that was good stuff. The bullets do move pretty slowly, but not so slow that it's difficult to use, even at range. You can lead your targets a little bit, but, even though that guy's far away, just kind of held the trigger down and he died. So that's pretty cool. It's accurate enough to disable a hot loader's arm at range, which is good stuff because obviously that hot loader can cause a lot of damage to us. With that damage over time, has no problem killing these loaders at range, which is pretty cool. We'll see if we can reload here before the deception runs out and get a one-shot, one-kill on this guy. So this weapon, it's pretty damn solid. It's probably not as potentially powerful as the ricochet Fibber, but much easier to use than the ricochet Fibber is, because the ricochet Fibber requires proper angles and terrain and, in some cases, enemy cooperation as well. And this one, pretty much just point and shoot. Power loaders might be able to block it a little bit, but they'll fall to it eventually as well. We'll go ahead and take it into Pervy and his friends. One thing I do want to mention is how ammo efficient the weapon is. We still have over half of our total ammo stock left, and I've opened 0 boxes along the way. So that's pretty cool. The little shotgun Fibber is a pretty solid little weapon. I have only one real qualm with the weapon, which is the reload speed. It bothers me a little bit. The fire rate would be a bigger problem, but obviously every class has access to a fire rate bonus, at least from the Tiny Tina comm, which is a pretty significant fire rate bonus. What fire rate is that on the chaotic comms? 35%. I mean, that's decent. It's not incredible, but, you know, at least every class has that at the very least. And then most have skills that increase fire rate, in some cases pretty damn significantly. So it's not as if the fire rate's going to be completely impossible to overcome, whereas, you know, some things like a terrible base damage would be more difficult to overcome. Looks like we got some good bore action there. That's kind of to be expected from a shotgun type weapon with multiple pellets and stuff. But, I mean, you know, it's something that you can count as a positive for the weapon. Again, the ease of use, very high. Just pointing and shooting here takes out an enemy pretty easily. I knocked him down there and I couldn't find him, but we found him now and he's dead. So I think that's all the enemies in here. I think that's a pretty good demo for the shotgun Fibber. Like I said, you'll be able to tell which one this is because it's going to have that ×1 on the damage stat on the card, and that will let you know that this is always going to be the shotgun Fibber. I believe it shoots 7 pellets. I could be miscounting that. Unfortunately, we can't see how much damage each pellet actually does without, you know, some real effort and stuff, but the accuracy, I mean, it's a pretty accurate weapon. We'll go ahead and see what firing an entire magazine at this distance, what kind of spread we get. I mean, that's, once you get a few rounds in, the spread is going to be, you know, dead center. Of course this would be a texture that doesn't show bullet spread. Does this one? Alright, so we're going to do a whole magazine right over here. Ignore those first 2 shots. So, I mean, the spread on an entire magazine, the first shot's going to be a little bit off, and then after that, it's pretty dead accurate, being a Hyperion weapon with that special effect. Fire rate, a little bit slow, it feels like. Obviously, Two Fang being at 60% right now increases that fire rate by quite a bit. Effectively 30%. And when you have that much fire rate increase, 30%, it's definitely usable. So, as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. In regards to the question, does it suck regarding the shotgun Fibber, I feel that the answer is a resounding no. The weapon is pretty damn powerful. It's not a miracle weapon. I wouldn't say it's a top-tier weapon, but it's definitely a viable weapon that you should have no problems killing things with at overpower levels. And it's one that I don't see people mention too often, you know. The ricochet Fibber does get some notoriety. This one doesn't really get any hype or anything like that, but it's a pretty damn good weapon. So, like I said, guys, thanks for watching, and I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.